Hey everybody, I thought we could do an experiment. So yesterday when I was making bread, one of my recipes called for measuring for grams and then one measuring for cups. And I thought today would be cool to measure out a cup of flour in a measuring cup and then pour it into a bowl, put it on the scale, and see what it comes out to be. 1 cup of flour should equal 120 grams. So let's measure it out in a cup, weigh it, and see how close we are. So I've got my flour here, a scale, a measuring cup, and a bowl to dump it in, and then we're going to measure it. First things, let's take our bowl and put it on the scale so we can tare it. All right, so that's all set. Let's get that out of the way. So like I've said in my past videos, when I use a measuring cup, I tend to fluff the flour and then I scoop it in, versus if you were to push it in, you're compacting it a lot. So just give it a good fluff, and then I like to scoop it with a spoon and fill up my measuring cup. So the goal here is going to be to see if there's a lot of discrepancy between a measured cup of flour and weighed flour. All right, let's move that out so you can see that. All right, so it's zeroed. This is 1 cup of flour right there. So what do you think we're going to get? Do you think we're going to be accurate? So on the scale, we're aiming for 120 grams. Let's find out. All right, so the scale tells me that I have 129 grams. So that is that much extra flour. So in reality, not too bad, but definitely more accurate by weighing your flour. Had I not fluffed it with my spoon and just scooped it into the flour bucket, that number could definitely be much different. Let's try one other thing. So instead of using a spoon to get it in my measuring cup, let's just say I scoop up the flour and let's see what it ends up weighing. So that is pretty much level with what I had when I spooned it, but let's see what the results are on the scale. All right, so you can see the 0 right there. By scooping in the container and not using a spoon to fluff it up, I'm at 141 grams. And if we wanted 1 cup of flour, we should only be at 120. And so definitely much less accurate. When I scooped with a spoon, we were only 10 over, a little under 10. When I just scooped it into the container, we were actually 20 grams over. That's probably 1/8 of a cup. So depending on how particular your recipe is, you could definitely be adding too much flour. So thanks for going with me on that little experiment. I am a firm believer of using grams to measure out your ingredients when making recipes. There's a whole lot less guessing, less error, less chance of error, and really in reality less dishes, because you can just keep weighing your items in the bowl that you are stirring or preparing your recipe in. Thanks for joining me. Bye.